Welcome back to another video. We're out here at the ocean, and across the way here is Mount Baker with the sunset just splashing off of it right now. So we've got a few minutes left to get some photos of it, and I wanted to talk about a technique, a kind of composition technique that I've been using a lot lately that I like to think of as compressing the mid-ground. But really what it is just getting down lower to the ground, and kind of why it's working for me in certain situations and why it might be helpful for you as well. Today we're shooting with the Sony Alpha 1 Mark II. We've got the 70-200 G Master version 2, and the reason that we're using such a long lens is because Baker is way over there. It is quite a ways away, so we're not really thinking about what's going on in the foreground right now. We're just trying to get a nice shot of Baker with the nice light on it. I keep saying Baker, but it's like Mount Baker over in Washington. And we've got about 1 minute before we've got no light left, so let's do this. So if I were just to take a basic shot, just kind of standing, get Baker lined up somewhere in the middle there, focus in. Okay, we've got a shot. The problem that I find with this kind of shot is because the mountain is so far away, and where I'm situated, this happens a lot because you're looking out across the ocean, the subject is so far away that you end up getting like a lot of the mid-ground of our ocean in front of us. And I find that getting down lower, down here, like right down to the ground, gives me a much more interesting look at our subject. I think there are basically three reasons that this works. The first of which is because you're taking what is this vast kind of mid-ground and you're pushing it down into a smaller part of your frame. So you're not focusing so much on that mid-ground, which is really nice because you don't want to have too much of that in your shot. It would be nice if we had some leading lines or if we had something else that would focus us towards that point. But in this case, all we've got is a big, vast ocean. I like to call it compressing the mid-ground, and I find that it's nice for both photo and for video, just for composition in general. Secondly, with that compressing of the mid-ground, it actually brings the closest point that the camera is seeing closer to the camera. So when I'm standing up like this, the closest point that I'm seeing is probably 20 meters out or so. Whereas as soon as I get down, the closest point that I'm seeing is much closer. And if you can get it, depending on the shot, if you can get something else in the foreground, something like the rocks or all of this kind of debris on the rocks here on the beach, if you can get some of that in the foreground, just as like a blurry, dirty foreground, it really adds a lot of depth to the shot. So again, we're just making sure that the closest thing to the lens, or the closest thing that's in our frame, is a little bit closer than if I'm standing up like this and we're seeing out further. And the third reason kind of builds on top of that. So we have the compressing the mid-ground, then you get something closer to the lens in frame. And then the third reason on top of that is the bokeh that we're going to get because our subject's so far in the back that whatever's closest to the lens is gonna be all blurred out. So if we take a shot of the mountain standing up like this, got it kind of up in the top third of the frame, and then we look at the part that's closest to the camera, the part that's right on the bottom of our frame, it's still fairly in focus. I'm at f4 right now, so I'm not like super deep in terms of my depth of field or my aperture. So it's not f8, it's not f11 or anything like that. But if I get down lower and I take the same shot, so now when we look at the closest part to the lens, it's much more out of focus. We get that added depth of that on top of the fact that you can tell that it's something closer to the lens. So it's not just the fact that it's closer, but also it's blurrier because of how depth of field works. So I know that probably seems like a super basic concept, the idea of just getting down lower to the ground, especially in situations like this where your subject is really far away and there's not a whole lot that's like interesting going on in that mid-ground, not a lot of leading lines leading you towards the subject. It just gives you a little bit more interest, a little bit more depth in your shot, and it allows you to kind of get the eye going straight to the subject, which is most of the time what we want in our photography and videography. Let me know, is this something that you already do or something you think you might be able to use in your photos or your videos? Leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for coming out on this quick little outing. Sad that we kind of missed the light a little bit. That's my fault for coming out a little bit too late, but I'll be back when there's another nice day like this, and hopefully I'll bring you along with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.